Hello everybody, welcome to Johannesburg. Freezing in Johannesburg, ice cold. Don't know about the rest of the country, but we've had a cold front that come through here and taken us on big time. So it is on Friday morning that we have a look at the meeting out at Turffontein Racecourse in Gauteng. We look forward to the meet on Saturday the 28th of June. Race number 2 on the card. We want to start with our bipods. Just a reminder about the QR code that you just scan away with your phone to open your Betway account. Don't forget, with the Hollywood Bets Durban July coming up, there are super specials going on over there, so don't get left behind as the weighted to win family. Race 2 will start there, 1160. It's a maiden juvenile plate. And in terms of the Betway market, an early look at it anyway on Friday shows that this horse from the Mike de Kock stable, or Matt de Kock stable, Callum Murray rides. Detailed forecast is priced up at the 14 to 10. Number 4, Jabari Timber, is at 22 to 10, 3 to 1 about 3, Garvius Maximus, and then 8 to 1 about number 7, The Last Duke. Daryl Marie's with me. We're obviously going to talk about this horse detailed forecast, who raced up against winners last time. Callan stays with her. She's pretty well bred, and I guess more improvement to come. Morning, Daryl.
I'm not talking to you, Clyde.
Why?
I'm not talking to you.
What happened now?
What's most important when taking your perms? The structure.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yesterday, you cost us money.
Why?
Apologize to the viewers now, Clyde. If we bankered Rory's filly, we catch everything. It's all about structure.
Yes, but you liked it. What do you mean?
You opened your mouth when we were
What's the
wrapping
name?
up the
Bit of
preview.
Class. He's talking about Bit of Class.
No, apologize to the viewers,
Apologies,
Clyde.
my apologies. But you made it. You said it's the right one.
We
And
missed
I told
everything because of...
I told you, Candace told Rory to come to the course.
If I bank it there, I'll catch everything, Clyde. I'm
All
not
right,
happy with
doesn't
you.
matter. Not the end of the
Not
world.
happy with you.
It's not the end of the world.
Number 8,
We move on to
detailed
the next.
forecast.
Yes.
Lovely debut against winners. She only folded late. Gonna strip fit her. She gets that sex allowance. She's had the benefit of 1 run. I'd really be disappointed if she misses the top 2. You have to take note of the betting closer to race time with regards to the 2 Johan Janse van Vuren inmates, number 3 and number 4. All I can say is number 3 is related to Champion Warrior, who won his first 2 races and
Nice
then the
horse.
wheels fell off.
Yeah.
And number 4 is related to Milieu, who obviously performed over a mile and further.
Also nice horse.
Yeah, so for me, bank number 8 in the opening leg of the bike.
Okay, thanks, Daryl. That will do in the bipods. We're going with detailed forecast in terms of the second race. We're shouting out Mary Slack from Wilgeborgsdrift, this daughter of Gimme the Green Light. Detailed forecast, the one to beat. Third race, maiden class field, 1160 metres. And let's take a look at what the story is going to be Friday morning. I can tell you that top of the boards, number 10, Fiery Rose. Odds on, trading at 5 to 10 on the Friday morning. Jared Penny going to ride her or not? I know Daryl was telling me a bit of an injury yesterday, but we'll get an update on that. Make sure to monitor the situation, as you'll be closer to the action than us come race time. 9, Titan of the Turf. I spoke to Paul Peter, who, as you know, assists Tony Peter in the stable, and he said this horse is a nice horse. He said dead field. He said didn't think there was too much going on in the field, barring, of course, the favourite, and that this horse is pretty much alive on that basis. And then it's 16 to 1 and better about the balance. Favourite?
Yeah. Clyde, excuse me, when she ran last time out, I didn't like her because she was dropping back to 1,000.
Yeah.
You need to watch that replay. How she was finishing was eye-catching. And now, once again, she steps up to 1160. Certainly going to be in her favour. She's going to go further in time to come. But with the benefit of 2 runs under the belt, hard to see her. Excuse me, Clyde. It's very hard to see her miss the top 3 and even the top 2 for the bipod. That's the reason why I banked her in the bipod. Yeah, natural banker in the PA. Number 9, Titan of the Turf. If you have a look at SA Horse Racing, it actually says that Mrs. Nicole Nassif-Zaki was the breeder. So obviously they bought the son of William Longsword back. The dam won 3 races between 1,200 and 1,400, and you said he's quite fancied on debut.
Yeah.
Because of the strength of the
Is
field.
this Dennis's horse? Mrs. WC. Is that Wendy Nassif? I don't know which Nassif that is.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, Paul does give it a chance, yeah.
And then number 7, Lanny Boy, he's a half brother to Potbury, who's
Yes.
well performed. Yeah, Clyde, opening leg of the PA, you'd be crazy not to bank this filly.
All right. So Mark Khan will shout your filly home, Fiery Rose, in the first leg of the PA. That's our only banker in this place accumulator on a cold weekend in Gauteng. Okay, we want to catch a pick six before we go to the Hollywood Bets Durban July, right? So here's an opportunity for you to do so. This is a maiden plate, fillies and mares, and they're going 1160 metres. 069 164 3272. That's the number over there to dial in terms, I beg your pardon, to send WhatsApps to so we can communicate with you. And your Betway account hopefully is up and running by now before the big race meeting. From Betway, in terms of the Turffontein Pick 6 first leg, number 13, Wise Council tops the boards at 18 to 10. 3 to 1 about number 10, Season's Greetings. There's a first timer from the Aussie team, number 11, Surreal Song, who's third favourite at 5 to 1. And then you can get 7 to 1 about number 7, Masters Lady. And the Peters have also got a first-timer, Windsor Silk. Not too much said about that at this point in time. And it's trading at 8 or 10 to 1 and better about the balance. So Wise Council comes out of winners or ran against winners. And I see the form not really working out. I mean, I haven't really assessed it 100%. But you can tell us more about it, Daryl.
It hasn't worked out in terms of winners, but
Direct.
so many placings. I mean, the second, third, and fourth all placed in the next start. The seventh placed in his next start.
Okay.
You need to watch this replay, Clyde. She was low flying.
Was she?
Low flying. She was eating up the ground in the latter stages. The dam did win over 1950, and being by fire away, one expects this filly to go 2,000 meters in time to come. So the only reservation I have is the distance, because I'm of the opinion that she is going to be looking for further in time to come. But if she's built on that effort in this sort of lineup, she should be right there at the finish. The stable's turned. Lucky's having his winners again, so that's positive. Number 10 is more, in my mind, and this is the reason why I've included her in the opening leg of the Pick Six, is bred along more sprinting lines and will be more distance suited. So she forms part of my play. You can see that form line has lit up nicely, Clyde. We saw a bit of class win from there. And we saw the second place filly, Mam Lambo, trot up. And she was sandwiched in between the two of them.
Yeah, correct.
She made lovely improvements in her second start. She's got early pace. She's drawn towards the outside. I think it would be foolish not to include her in the opening leg of the Pick Six. Obviously, the first timers, you don't have to include. So hopefully numbers 10 or 13 fill the top position of the race runners. Just with regards to number 11, there's no comment. However, the dam won 3 races between 1250 and 1400. And then Mr. Khan says number 8 will need the experience. Plain trifectas and quartets, maybe number 7, Masters Lady, can fill in the back end. But I believe 10 and 13 will certainly suffice.
Okay, we're going with those two in our first leg of the picks to shout them home. As you can see, the first half of the Pick Six, we've made 2 horse races. Okay, Hollywood Bets Durban July is coming up soon, and I want to talk to Daryl Marie about it, just to ask him what his view is on the race. We've seen the announcement. We watched Gallops on Thursday morning. We waited to win will be there. We're going on in the course of the week to chat to 5-time winning trainer of the Durban July, Michael de Kock, Anton Marcus, who won it 5 times. Sean Terry's going to be with us. Jonathan Bloomberg from Betway is going to be with us. So we're looking forward to trying to get to the bottom of what's going to win the Hollywood Bets Durban July. So I see that from a market perspective, the horses, what opened or since the announcement, 14 or 15 to 10 or something like that? 8 on 18? Yeah.
Clyde, to be honest, I think as punters, we need to be structuring the quartet.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I mean, I wouldn't be backing him at his current odds. I mean, it is the Hollywood Bets Durban July, and you need a lot of luck in running. But strictly on paper, I mean, he's going to prove very hard to beat. He's actually well in at the weights. He should be carrying more than 57. Having his peak run, 3-year-olds have been cleaning up in open company. How can you look past the horse that's had a perfect preparation and gain into this race with so much confidence?
What's the look? Have you got one like a double floater?
You
Or are you
know,
going to let us know next week?
yeah, we'll have to let you know
Give us
next
early
week.
insight.
But,
Give us early insight.
Gladiatorian keeps catching the eye.
Is
That's
it?
a racehorse.
Really?
Listen, he might be stretched at the distance, but it's really going to be interesting to see how he goes.
The only tip
Um,
I can give you for the Hollywood Bets Durban July is if you are going to back 8 on 18, I think wait for race time. I think you'll get double the odds, to be quite honest.
Okay, so
And
if you
we'll
fancy
tell
8
you
on
what.
18
No,
to the
I'm
viewers
talking
now,
about a
take
betting.
the bet now. It
No,
might shorten.
no. Betting perspective, from a betting
Yeah.
analysis, can't be taking 14 and 15 to 10 about that horse. Impossible. Wait for the race if you like it.
Okay.
All right, so what's going to win here?
Chieftain, number 6. Listen, I think you need to take note of any card changes on the morning because Mr. Van Vuren's got a few in here. I've always been of the opinion this horse is at his best up the Turffontein straight. So despite him only being half a kilogram better off with Halberdier, he's a better proposition at Turffontein. So I think he's going to reverse that form. Strip fitter, this is a solid son of Vercingetorix. You need to see him, and there's no doubt once he returns from a layoff, he's in need of that outing. So that race would have brought him on in leaps and bounds. Very, very hard to beat because Mr. Terry is not really firing on the half vault here, Clyde. What do you think?
Yeah.
Sean, he's got a little bit quiet. The natural danger is the 3-year-old filly Rodeo Drive. Her penultimate start, that was a very, very competitive national currency sprint. Last time out, she's let the side down, but she over-raced. A quick 1,000 meters on the half veld may well suit because it will allow her to settle and finish her race off. But yes, I'm leaning towards Chieftain, number 6.
That's our jackpot. So on Friday morning, Rafa Bay opened up as favourite from the Tiny Peter stable, 22-10. Paul gave him a little bit of confidence about this horse, Rafa Bay. Second choice is number 7, Hemisphere, at 33-10. 4-1 third choice, number 2, Bourbon Reserve. Number 4, John Wick is next in. That's trading at around 11-2 and 11-2 about number 9 in Kundla Gold. You can get 7-1 and better about the balance. First run for the stable, Rafa Boy. Last time showed the speed, jumped with was it Julius Mariba? I think that was on it at the time. And had all the necessary speed possible and just got a little tired over the 100 meters. I guess he would have come on from that.
If I'm not mistaken, that was one of Julius's first rides back.
Yes.
Back then. Yeah, well supported on that occasion. I think they expected him to go well and a lot of pace and just faded very, very late. Now, on paper, obviously, people are going to say Nkandla Gold holds him. But Nkandla Gold is really at his best at the Vaal. So I'm expecting Rafa Bay to reverse that form. Now, Clyde, you saw in my pick 6, I only went 2 runners. However, in my jackpot, I did go with the 5 because I could afford it. My pick 6 perm, if I went with 5 runners, it would have been too costly. So Rafa Bay is definitely my top choice. In that race was Hemisphere. He also showed a lot of pace, but he proved to be a very, very difficult ride. I don't know if there's something wrong with this horse, but he was hanging in terribly. And then he had to be taken up for a stride. So he should have really finished a little bit closer, but a little bit concerned about him. But he does go into my jackpot. I think maybe if Johannes sorted out any issues, he could pose a danger to the favourite. Number 4 interests me a lot of you, John Wick. Now, if you go on paper strictly on the Nazar form line, you'll see there's not much separating Nkandla Gold, Rafa Bay, and Hemisphere. But go back to the Arelina form and you'll see there's not much separating Nkandla Gold and John Wick. So that must bring John Wick into contention. And this horse, on his day, he's actually very useful. He's more than capable. Drawn towards the outside, he may well race fresh. He's got the better of Chieftain in the past. When he ran beyond Don't Shoot the Barman, I mean, that was an outstanding run because he fluffed all his chances at the start on that occasion. I think he was in need of a little bit of a rest, and I'm expecting him to bounce back to his better form. So in order, Rafa Bay, I think the Peters would have figured him out. They had a few extra weeks with him, so he should have come on since that run. So 8 from 4 for me.
And then into the next race, we've taken the double. Those horses into 1 and 8. Welcome, everybody, to our next event on the card. The 7th is a handicap. It's a divided handicap, fillies and mares, and it is at the 99 level. On Friday morning, let me just give you an idea as to what Betway were looking at, and this was Quetta number 2 on the card. Topped the boards and is priced up at 5-2. 4 Miss Hannigan, the second favourite at 7-2. 4-1 about 8 Glamorous Lady. 1 Francine is priced up at 11-2. Also 11-2, or in that bracket anyways, number 6 Blind Ambition, and number 7 Famous Lady is at 8-1. It's double figures about the balance. Let's talk about Glamorous Lady just for a minute. I mean, 14, I want to just check with you if you're okay with the 14. And
Yes.
we know Wesley obviously can't do that weight, eh? That's why we got, who's riding it? Cabello.
Yeah.
Yep, the 14 not an issue, huh?
No, not an issue. And I actually think she'll get some cover because there's a filly with a lot of pace in Sueta.
Right.
So if Cabello just gets a lead from her, she should get the run of the race. I like her chances, Clyde. Have a look at her rating. She's an 86. It's the highest she's ever been. She's a young 3-year-old filly, so that means she's still improving on the upgrade. So it's hard to ignore her chances. Make her a live wire here. Excuse me, Clyde. Sure. Then you have to look at Miss Hannigan. She's not too far behind her on that Soldier's Eye run. So it's hard to exclude her from your perms. The current favourite, I like her chances, but I'm a little bit concerned in that she may not be able to dictate over the 1400 because they go a little bit quicker in a race of this nature. But she won extremely well. She did pick up a hefty penalty of 7 pounds or 3.5 kilograms.
That, yeah.
So it's going to be more difficult for her. But in saying that, she could be up to the task. Then you got the stable companion. Have a look at her, Famous Lady. Now, this is her chance to ultimately say she's either trained on as a juvenile or not, because at the weights, I think she's as much as 4 kilograms better off with her stable companion behind Just Be Lacquer. So that brings her into contention. But the one I'm leaning towards, Clyde, in my perms, I put the entire field. The one I'm leaning towards is number 1, Francine. Put a line through the Dennis Dreyer Poinsettia Stakes. Go back to her penultimate start. Over a mile on the stand-side track in the Acacia Stakes, on a wet track. In my mind, that was an outstanding performance. I really think she ran out of her skin over there. And the way the race is set up with a lot of pace, with a neat draw, Gavin can get her out softly, get her to relax. And I know she's got top weight to shoulder and she's returning from a layoff, but she's the class package in the race.
Yeah.
And I'm going with number 1, Francine, ahead of the 8, Glamorous Lady.
Yeah, and Gavin Larino stays on her with the ride. There's the last double, 1 and 8, or the next double anyway now, into 1, 7, 8 and 10. Yeah, this race not easy, the race coming up now. It's quite challenging, I think. It's a divided handicap, fillies and mares. At the 80 level, they're going the 1400 metres. Open race, this particular event. So there's a bet 2-1 about 2 Princess Hilaria. 7 Quantum, who's a 3-1 second favourite. 1 Boom Boom on Friday morning was trading at 7-2. 8 Cape Saffron, 4-1. And number 9, Devishly Gorgeous is the next trading at around 14s to 1, 16 to 1 and better about the balance. So there are 4 of them in the market to maybe make reference to, 1, 2, 7 and 8. I'm sure Stewie Pettigrew will be hoping that their stable come back to form.
Sure.
Cape Saffron,
you
maybe.
You have to feel for the man, eh? My word, Clyde. I think he's glued to the number 5th box. Shame. You know, his last winner happens to be number 8 of your Cape Saffron. That's how long it's been in between drinks for him. I'm really in his camp over here for her to turn his form around.
Okay.
I know it's hard to go into this race with confidence because the stable is really flat. We have to call a spade, but I'm of the opinion this filly can go on with it. She can win a handicap and she can win a few races in time to come. I mean, Roaming Spirit, Pumpkin Pie, Warning Sound. I think those are all decent fillies. So why can't she win off a 73? Yes, I like her chances. Now you have to have a look at, you like form lines, hey Clyde? Have a look at the favorites form line. Princess Ilaria, her latest form line when she ran second to one Smart Cookie. I think there's as much as 5 runners, all 5 unplaced. In saying that, yeah, you got a mare that's in cracking form at the moment with a jockey who's riding with a lot of confidence from stallgate number 1. So that's already half the battle won. Go back to that run behind Kiss Houghton at the Vaal. I know it was up the straight, but she's as much as, I think, 3.5 kilograms better off with Boom Boom. She should reverse that form because, excuse me, Clyde, sure, because of the draw as well. But yes, it's a tricky event. If you want to look for value, have a look at number 10, Godspeed. This filly has run second of this very same course and distance. She gets the tongue tie fitted for the first time. She does need to settle though, Clyde, because she can overdo it. But Jeff Saister's got soft hands.
Yeah.
If she can relax in running, I think she can cause a major upset of year. What is she? 20 to 1.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a punt at a huge price over the weekend, I think she'll do your money justice.
Okay, but we are on the side of Cape Saffron. We'll be hoping for Jessica Gell and Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco to perhaps, be right there at the finish. 1, 2, 7, 8, 10 in a trifecta box. Okay, 9th and final at Turffontein, and this particular event is a handicap. We're in the 70 level now. It's back up the straight over 1160 metres. Last time in terms of the Betway market, number 7, Vala Millions, is top of the boards at 28 to 10. Second choice 1, Ensuing, who's at 7 to 2. Also 6 Prize Platinum priced up at around 7 to 1. 8 to 1 and the next one is 2 Tokyo Medaglia. And number 3, Gimme a Storm, is at 10 to 1. If you're looking for one more 10 to 1 shot, I can tell you number 4, Across the Bow, trades at that price. It's 14 to 1 and better about the balance. Not an easy race. Again, it's tricky. That's why we've got Daryl Marie, our expert tipster, who's been ringing up the register, isn't it?
No, I don't know about that.
Yes,
Clive,
you have been.
Do you remember
Talk to
Casey?
me.
We chatted to Casey on Classic Day.
Yes.
And she said this was Tokyo Medaglia. Is actually a very nice horse, and he's improved because he's at a throat top, I think, or something. He had breathing issues that they'd sorted out. And up the Turffontein straight, at a huge price, we let him run loose, and Casey was right. He won with Ryan Munger. Now, I know the form line's not the strongest, but you need to look at him, and you need to see him as an individual, and he can go on with it. I think he may be best up the straights at the moment if he still has a few issues. So I love the fact that he's coming back in trip. Expect a lot of improvement. He wasn't disgraced in his post-maiden effort, but I think you can expect improvement from him. I think he could fight out the finish. So I like his chances. Number 1 for Rakesh Sugalam, Ensuing. This son of William Longsword's rating is now at a 76, Clyde. I know he's got a hefty weight to shoulder, but don't read into that because he's really taken on the right field to get it right. Peak run, Turffontein towards the outside. Gavin's going to hide him away, give him a chance in the early stages. If he gets the right gaps and things go well for him in the running of the race itself, this is an ideal opportunity for him to notch up his 5th career victory. So should fight at the finish Ensuing.
Rakesh bought On My Honour. Huh?
Yes.
Bought shares into that.
Yeah.
I know they're very excited about On My Honour.
They
Should really hit any price.
Yeah, they're upbeat. He's going to finish in the money.
Can we back Ensuing or what must we do?
Well,
Which one? Tokyo?
Clyde, Follow Millions actually beat him behind the Falcon Strike run. He's only 1 kg better off. So
Racing 3?
Won't be much separating the two of them once again. Leaning towards Ensuing.
Okay.
You're
not worried about top weight because he's come down in the ratings, obviously. So.
Well, Clyde, he hasn't won for 768 days.
Sure.
So do you really want to have a nibble on him?
Sounds like me. I haven't won in 730 days either. 127, the exacta box. Thanks for watching Betways. Waiter to win.